That's yesterday.
Go until 24.
Who advised you that? Who told you that? But I just wanted to use this opportunity to say that DCP, you can repeat that policy was revised. I believe it was revised.
But the police told us that when we went there. Mr. Carter, told us that when we went there.
Sending us up to the Time Roots Cartel, representing for Blessydgazadiva.
You're rats in jail for my only child.
Hey peeps, it's your girl Blessydgazadiva and welcome back to the Blessydgazadiva channel. So finally we got an insight, or we got an earshot into what was said in Khanice's home after the Prime Minister visited. So in the Gleaner, if you've not seen it yet, the Gleaner has that over there. You can go and watch it in its entirety. On a Gleaner article, the Gleaner spoke to a number of things. Some of the things the public were totally unaware of. Myself, I was totally unaware of it. And even some of the comments in the past showed me that you were totally unaware of it. So without further ado, we're going to cut right into it. We're going to listen to the snippet of this Gleaner part of the video, which I found very interesting. And even to me, we'll talk about it when we get into it, but let's listen to this part of the Gleaner video that the Prime Minister was in the home saying of this person.
The protocols changed, I believe, early last year they were changed. So the police would immediately take a statement and then escalate that statement for further assessment as to whether or not the case should proceed towards investigation.
The PM was revised, and immediately once we get a report, we actually start the process, and risk assessment is done and it is delegated based on the risk assessment. In this particular situation, my understanding of the report came about 8 o'clock, and there was some activity.
Yes, excuse me, you know why? Because when I found her, when she was missing in workplace quality, it was 12 and 1 because she never turned up. But when they called me first, I failed. I never understand what for the place. I said the place is filled. So she in a different department with that lady called me. She asked me for her number and I gave it to her. But 1:50 now when another person called, I said, this is serious. And I started calling her phone and it just rang and nobody answered. And everybody is saying it doesn't make sense about this patient because you have to miss 24 hours.
So we took it, excuse me, I'm sorry, and her sister, and so right after that we took it in our own hands. I wasn't at work and I drove my car. I am aware of his name, the guy that who normally takes her to work. I'm aware of his name and the type of car that he drove. And I drove my own car to his workplace after one immediately after she got the news that she didn't show up to work. But that is not her. And we went to his workplace. And I went there, I used my head as if I was a customer because of the BMW place that he works as a mechanic. And when we got there, it was definitely him. And they said he did show up in the morning, but he hasn't come back to work. And they doubt he's going to come back. And I waited around at least an hour to see if he would show up. And he didn't. And I left my number with the security. And he called me in the night on a blocked number. And when I said, he thought I was a customer, I said to him, Mr. Prime Minister, by the way, I'm super happy you're here because we have to get justice for her. Right? The police did not do anything, unfortunately. They did not. I've been shaking. Listen, when he called me that night, he did not sound sympathetic at all. He was not sympathetic. He was very bully. He kept saying, oh, you know, yes, I saw her and I didn't bring her. I said, nobody said it was you. I kept my composure. I said, nobody said it was you. But the fact is, you're the last person who saw her. When I asked him personal questions like what she was wearing, he was iffy. Pants, skirt, he was iffy. If you saw her that morning, why didn't you remember?
I do understand you're upset about the response time of the police.
Yes.
And as I said, this was one thing that I picked up. And I've been from 9 o'clock this morning and indeed from last night with the commissioner.
May I tell you one thing, sir? Sorry to interrupt. When we went to the police, I didn't go, I'm sorry. She went, he went.
What time did you contact
They went there, what time did you guys go?
8:15 a.m.?
Yeah, because they said that
yesterday.
can't go until 24.
Who advised you that? Who told you that? Well, I just wanted to use this opportunity to say that DCP, you can repeat that policy was revised. I I believe it was
But the
revised.
police told us that when we went there. Mr. Carter, Officer Carter, told us that when we went there.
Basically, we need to use this opportunity to make it clear.
Yeah, because nobody is aware of the new
And
changes. We're
provided
not
all
aware of
this
it.
information that we have to him at this point in time.
At what time was that?
When we were making the
At
statement.
8:30?
At 8:30, around 8:30, because 15 we get there. And when she was writing the statement, I was there advising him, giving him all the info, and he had all this info at that time.
It's a very
So from
important
that
point to
time
note.
till about the next day in the morning, no one has visited the suspect or even made an attempt to contact him.
Yeah.
That was all us.
Yeah, we all
No
did
one
that.
else. That
We
was
had to
all
go back.
us.
We
That was
stepped in and
through
did
our
it.
network.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Is it the same suspect that we're talking about? The
Yes.
first reversals and all
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Well, but my understanding is a little different. That they, in fact, made contact with the Crossroads police. And they
That was
actually-
after the fact.
After the
That's
fact.
after.
So I want you to tell me now down below in the comment section, how many of you in Jamaica knew that this was the current status? How many of you in Jamaica knew that it was no longer required for you to wait 24 hours to report a person as missing? As you can see from the video there, even the commissioner, he wasn't quite clear on if it was there or not. And based on what I'm seeing, and you're going to see this snippet again from the Gleaner, where the girlfriend's boyfriend indicated that when I went to the police station and I tried to explain to them that we have reported, I went there about 8 o'clock and they were trying to be dismissive about it. He was adamant, and that's what I like with that young man. Now, what we're hearing today is that they have found Khanice's belonging, and you can hear it in the Gleaner video too. They found Khanice's belonging, like her handbag, in the car of the suspect, right? And the suspect is due to be charged. So we're waiting until we hear what's going to finally come out of it, if the suspect is going to be charged. But as you can hear in the video, he said he went there at 8:15 in the morning to make the report, and they were telling him that it has to be 24 hours. Now, people, I don't know if you have personally experienced it, but this is something I've long known and seen in Jamaica. Now, I've not personally experienced it, to be honest, but I heard people talk about it all the time, that you have to wait 24 hours. And I thought to myself, if you have a pressing case and you see somebody even take away somebody and you report the person missing, or you tell the family of the person that you see them take away, that the person take it away, you go to the police station, you have to wait until 24 hours. No, that makes no sense. Those are some of the laws I was speaking to yesterday that needs to be revised. Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, because they're hearing everybody in Jamaica from that video, and everybody, of course, in the comment section stating this, and you heard the Prime Minister telling them that they need to reinforce it. And to be honest, that was one of the most pressing and telling part of that family discussion for me. So this is what the Jamaica Constabulary Force took to Instagram and wrote: missing persons, report immediately. Present most recent photograph. Important information to share with the police. Where was the person last seen? Mode of dress, areas frequented, etc. Maintain contact with the investigating officer. If the individual returns, inform the police station. There is no 24-hour wait period in bracket, as you can see. So people, I am using my platform now for you to know that there is no longer a 24-hour wait period. People, I repeat, in Jamaica, it is no longer required for you to wait 24 hours. The video said that this has been long ago, that you don't have to wait. The police was saying that it is long ago. People, let me tell you, I'm just going to read some of the feedback that I've been seeing, because some of these people have a valid point. The timeline for reporting missing persons has changed, and police or citizens of the country not aware? Question mark. Emoji with arms wide open. At time we act together. KMT, kiss me teeth. Someone responded, even the commissioner looked lost about it. Shakes my head. It's just sad. Good day. It's less than 24 hours now, as I saw a missing pic of an adult and it was less than 24 hours. Somebody responded to that comment and said, this must be a joke. Someone else said, foolishness, because how the police and the citizens are not aware and you are saying you see a missing person. You two lie. Someone else, I don't believe that. That sounds like a make-up story. But more importantly, justice must be served. Someone else, good day. That's what I realized while viewing this clip. However, the question is, why aren't all police officers aware of this change in their SOP, standard operating procedures, as it relates to report of missing persons in less than 24 hours? Good question. Next one, sigh. Next one, the jury is still out on that one. Something now add up. Someone else said, shouldn't this be public announcement when the change was made? More so given the fact that this issue is happening too often. Someone responded to that person, my sentiments exactly. And people, they have said it all underneath this comment. When you think about it, the timeline for reporting missing person is a critical thing in a country that is laced with violence. It is a critical thing in a country where people are being abducted daily. It is a critical thing where our children are going missing in a country like that. As I was saying earlier, every single corner in Jamaica should have had this information. And even if they mentioned it, like that person is saying, when Jasmine Dean went missing, I am appalled, I am shocked, I am saddened, and this is what I'm talking about. If the government even put this on primetime news, something like this should be scrolling across primetime news in the evening on CVM and TVJ, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, respectively. Then the government takes to the light post in the major bus park. Half a tree bus park should have this information. Every police station should have this lambasted and plastered on their walls, because this has to do with the police station. And this is why I said, and I'm going to say it again, people, let's put away the color of people's skin. Whether she browning or she blackening, she is still a black Jamaican and a human being. And the fact that her situation, and she's lost her life, and rest in peace to the family. And I really do hope that her mother finds peace in all of this. But the fact that we are now hearing something like this 24-hour reduction has taken effect for months now, as the Prime Minister is saying, and for months now, the DCP looked clueless to me, unless I was blind. He didn't know anything. And as the young man said, the young lady's boyfriend that passed, he said he went there and they told him 24 hours. So if they told him 24 hours just last week, it simply means that this is not clear and the government needs to do a better job. Anyway, people, tell me your thoughts down below in the comment section about this new timeline. If you've heard of it before, if you've never heard of it before, and as per usual, we'll have a discussion down below in the comment section. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the notification bell. And if you've not yet smashed the like button on this video, smash the like button and send this out. I'm out.